this is Louisa with another video for my channel, Between Pages and Places. Today is going to be a September wrap-up. I do realize it's almost halfway through October, but it's just kind of when the video is made. But yes, before we get into the books, please comment, like, subscribe down below if you like this video or any other video I've previously made. So now let's get into it. Sadly, this month I only read 4 books, which is not a lot compared to July, which was my best reading month of 16 books. It's just kind of how it happened. Like, I'm a teacher, so September's the first month of school where I live, and you know, you're kind of getting into the groove of things again, and it's just, you don't really find a lot of time to read as much as you want. But I'm still very proud of the 4 books I read, and I'm slowly trying to build that up to the next couple of months, trying to complete that Goodreads goal. But let's get into the books that I read for the month. The first book I finished this month was The Battle of the Labyrinth by Rick Riordan. This is the 4th book in the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series. I thought it was pretty okay. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. I think that it's a series that's really good for middle grade. So if you don't know the series, it's about a boy named Percy Jackson who's half human, half god, and his father, Poseidon, he's the god, and his mom obviously is human, and he's kind of learning to be this demigod and save the world multiple times from the dangers of the other gods, because they're all knowing and they feel like they're all powerful and can do whatever they want. So this is the 4th book in his quest to do that. Again, I thought it was pretty good. I wish there was more detail, but I also am aware that this is a middle grade book, so it won't be as detailed as a young adult or adult novel. So for in terms of like the age that it's marketed toward, I think it's great. But I personally wish it was just more fleshed out. The next book I read for the month of September was The Last Olympian by Rick Riordan. This is the last book in the Percy Jackson series, or it used to be, because now there's a new one out. But again, I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. I thought it was just okay. I wish there was more detail, more like expansion of the world, what was going on. That being said, though, I think for the demographic, they did a very good job. They kept what was important and they described what was needed without expanding it too much to the point that like readers would get bored or just be too overwhelming. But for me personally, I wanted more out of it. Next book I read for the month of September is a book called Unnatural by C.M. Wagner. This story revolves around a girl named Ona who is very good with magic, very good at creating spells and like parameters to create spells. But when she tries to apply for a very prestigious magical school, she's denied for the simple reason of being a woman. They don't believe that women should be performing spells or anything like that. And so she gets denied. But she's still undeterred. She wants to go to a magic school. So she goes to Hexos, where there's a magic school that basically takes everybody. Whether you're a boy, girl, troll, whatever, they take you. But the story also revolves around someone else named Sira. Sira is a troll who never quite fit into her clan. Despite being the leader's daughter, she decides to strike out on her own and look for work in a human city. On her way, she stumbles upon the body of a half-dead human soldier in the snow. She slowly nurses him back to health. An unlikely bond forms between them, one that is tested when an unknown mage makes an attempt on Sira's life. Soon, unbeknownst to each other, Ona and Siri both begin devoting their considerable talents to finding out who is targeting trolls before their homeland is torn apart. So this story is like, you know, 2 different people trying to come together. 2 people that are essentially outsiders. Sira is not like the other trolls, and Ona is not like the other human women. They want more for themselves and more for their society. So they kind of come together to help stop these attacks on trolls. I gave this a 3 out of 5. Mostly because I only really enjoyed Ona's story, not so much Sira's story. And I don't understand how they kind of fit together at the end. So I didn't find myself immersed in the story. I thought the writing was very well done, and I did like the magic system, but essentially I felt like the character development wasn't just there for me personally. The last book I read for the month of September was The Ruthless Lady's Guide to Wizardry by C.M. Wagner. This is not essentially like a real sequel. It's more like it takes place in the same world. So that's why I also felt like I had to read the second, mostly because on Goodreads it's listed as the sequel, not the just a standalone or companion. This is a story about a girl named Deli who is a thief, but also very good with magic. She finds a job for a female bodyguard for a very rich young woman named Wynn. And while trying to protect her, she finds herself falling in love with Wynn, even though Wynn is engaged to someone else. And together with the other bodyguards, they are supposed to fight against a mysterious villain that has like friends everywhere and is after Wynn before she gets married. Again, I just didn't really like the part I liked the best was the relationship between Wynn and Deli. I thought that was kind of cute and sweet, and I think the building to that was very well done. But I just felt very confused about all the other stuff. I didn't feel like the plot flowed as well as it could have. I felt kind of like, wait, when did this happen? Or wait, what did I miss in the last couple minutes that I was reading? I don't understand. So I felt kind of lost while reading it, which is essentially why I gave it a 3 out of 5. But so that was just my opinion. But yeah, so those are the 4 books I read in the month of September. I wish I had read more, but again, school started, so that's my main focus. I hope in October I'll have way more to read. So if you like this video, please comment down below, like, subscribe if you like this video or any other videos I've made, and I'll see you soon with another video. Bye!